Good evening, I'm Jeff Koinange, and this is Jeff Koinange Live. And you know, if it's Thursday, it's all about inspiration. And what a story we have for you today. All of you who have always been told that you cannot achieve, you will not achieve, you will be nothing, you cannot do this, that, or the other, this is a show for you. Take a look at these amazing pictures. Now, if you don't know who that is by now, you must be living on another planet. But you'd be forgiven, because when was the last time Kenya produced a champion in a field event? The answer to that is never, or at least not until Julius Yego entered the scene. What a story. Growing up in the North Rift, a product of Kapsabet boys, started throwing a stick when he was young, graduated to a javelin. First time he appeared, he threw 69 meters. Unbelievable. He wanted to throw farther. He had no coach. He went to YouTube. That's right, YouTube. And the rest, as they say, is history. That shot, that throw you saw a few moments ago was done just last week in Birmingham, England. 91.39 meters, shattering the Africa record. By the way, he is the Commonwealth gold champion. He is the All-African gold champion in the javelin. He's setting his sights to the Olympic Games in Rio in 2016. What a story. What a champion. And to make things even better for him, Telkom Orange made him its ambassador for the next 2 years. How about that? Overcoming insurmountable odds, and now the floodgates have opened. His Twitter handle is @Julius Yego. Mine is @Koinange Jeff. Let's use this hashtag, aiming high. My guest for the next 60 minutes. Sit back, all you who want to be inspired. Julius Yego in the house. My brother, look at you, man. Look at this. Looking good, man. Once upon a time. Nikitambo, man. Nikitambo.
It's still there.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Well done. And, you know, such a humble guy. We've been chatting and laughing before we came on air. And, you know, you're such a humble soul, man. You grew up in the North Rift.
Yes.
You know, and of course, going to Kapsabet boys, everybody runs there. I've been there. We've done a couple of shows there. Everybody runs in the North Rift. Why didn't you run?
You know what, Jeff? Everybody in Rift Valley, not even in the North Rift, runs. It depends on how fast you run, so that you become an elite runner. You think my body can run as fast as the 800 meters, guys?
But did you run, though? Did you run like the rest of the folks?
Oh, yes. In 2003, when I was in Form 1, I did cross-country. And I represented my school, Kapsabet boys, in the zonal level. But my number, I can't say. No, just say. Just, no.
You know, give us hope.
72.
You came number 72?
Yeah.
Out of 73?
I can't say. No, not 73. Maybe out of 150.
So you decided this is not for me?
It wasn't, and my body was big.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've ever been big, so You know, for a long distance runner, you need to be a little bit slender.
Correct.
Yeah, and my body was not going that way. It was always growing big.
Yeah.
So I say, maybe I can be a sprinter. I tried that. Everybody else was bigger than me. So I stopped.
Yeah.
And I say, in 2004, I say, maybe I try something else. And of course, javelin, I did it when I was in my primary school, but I wasn't that good. I remember we had guys who were doing very good with a stick, and I don't know where they went, but I was liking that sport that much.
And you said your sister was a champion, right?
Yes, it was until 2009. He was the police champion, record holder, in fact, in javelin.
By the way, let's mention right now, you talked about police. You are actually a police sergeant right now.
Yes.
You're a sergeant?
Yes, I'm a police sergeant.
In the CID, NIS?
CID headquarters.
No uniform?
Yeah, always in suit.
Na ile kitu?
Hiyo iko mali yake.
So you went to Koinange, you did 9 months?
9 months. And in fact, I was in the parade squad. Yeah, I did parade when the retired President Mwai Kibaki was the president. Yes.
Were you still throwing the javelin then? Were you still practicing? Were you still aspiring?
No. When I went to college, we took 9 months. So it was like a whole year out of sport. And when we graduated now in 2008, March, I came back to javelin. And if there is a guy who will say he really pushed me ahead, he's in vigilance now. His name is Mr. Jonathan Koski. I remember one time he called me to his office and he talked to me and he told me, Yego, you look very good in javelin and you need to go to aim higher. And he pushed me. In 2008, I did 72
meters.
Yeah. After that, and I won the national championship.
Is that good?
It was good by that time. And I won the national championship. So it was very good, not even good. Yeah, I won in 2008. In 2009, 74. Yeah, there was a little progress again. Now 2010, I changed now. I say maybe I should do something more than what I was doing in the previous 2 years. I went now online, internet.
Cyber cafe?
Yeah, in 2010. After like 6 months, the Orange internet came now. And it was cheap. I was always browsing in the field, watching videos of these guys. Now I beat all of them now. In the last competition,
okay, who were you watching? The champions?
The record holder, Jan Selesny from Czech Republic. The former Olympic champion, Andreas Tolkisten from Norway. He's still the Olympic
and you were watching how they throw?
No, not how they throw, what they were doing. You know, everybody else has his own way of throwing. You cannot throw like me. If you start today, you cannot throw like Yego. But the basics, like what kind of training they were doing, the gym exercises, you know, the drills they were doing. So I watched that. And it was always getting much better for me. And the workout was always getting much better. And so in 2011 now, after now I was actively now in real internet with Orange and everything blew out.
And then you show up in Maputo for the All Africa Games.
And you know what? Before the Maputo Games, I was thrown out of the team because some issues there came and they say the government was not able to pay all the athletes who were going there. There was not enough money to take all the athletes there.
Including you?
Including me. And I went to the AK office and I talked with one of the senior bosses. I cannot mention names. And I told him, please, I qualified for this competition. Give me a reason why I didn't. I'm not going. He told me we don't have enough funds. You know what I told him? I know maybe he's watching. He told me, Yego, it's not enough. I told him, please, take one of the long distance runners out and take 2 of them because I know we will win gold medal in any of the events, long distance, 800. And I told him, take away number 3 from any event and include me.
Did you do it?
He never did it, but I was included in the team.
You didn't pay for yourself?
No, I
they found some money?
Yeah, they found some money.
And the reason they were excluding you is because they didn't think a Kenyan would medal in the field events?
That's the obvious answer. Yeah.
But you went to Maputo, went back online in between your throws.
And even before, in the warm-up, I was watching, like, now we had the World Championship in Daegu.
Daegu,
You know, I was watching, like, I have to watch what these guys, how these guys threw. Because the winning throw was 86, and then I say, I have to watch. The winner was a German. And then I saw, yeah, this is what they were doing. I was just like, okay.
And meantime, people think you're watching rap videos or something. They thought you were not concentrating.
You know, in the warm-up, everybody else does his own things. Somebody else is listening to music, but I was always with this. And yes, I won that competition in the first throw.
What did you throw?
78.34, my personal best national record.
What did that guy say, that guy who didn't want to include you in the team?
No, we have never talked that. That is history.
Bado ako?
Yeah.
Bado ako?
Ako?
Tunajua ni nani?
No, you don't know. I know.
So that was 78?
78, yeah.
And that was Mozambique?
Mozambique.
After that?
After that, we came home. It was in September, so we came home and the competitions were done. The season ended there. Now after that, in December, and a friend of mine introduced me to a Mzungu from Finland. And we were always talking with this Mzungu, and he told me, please, I want to see you. So he paid for my ticket. I went to Finland for 2 weeks. I stayed there for 2 weeks. And there was a training camp now in Finland. So when we were in that training camp, an issue arises. You know, these people love sport that much. In fact, javelin it's the main sport in Finland. It's the main sport. So they're always coming. Many people always come to, and it was during winter, so it was always indoor training. So they was always there. Those guys were always there. And then one of the guys, my manager told me later, after the training in the morning, and he told me, Yego, you know what? There's an issue which has come up here. One of the old men here say, you are a dangerous man. I told him, why? You know, he told me, he says you have a super hand. And then I say, how? He told me he saw how you are throwing the medicine ball now during that training. Yes. And he said, this guy is dangerous. He's going to beat all of us in the future, so you need to send him back home.
And now you're beating all of them?
Yeah, I beat all of them
in
now.
Their sport?
Yeah, their main sport.
Yego, I want to know, we're going to take a break, come back. I want to know, how do you throw from 78 meters to 91 meters? And by the way, 91 meters ni kutoka hapa tuko paka Uhuru Park, you know that?
Yeah.
Paka ile dais ya president ya.
It's 91. Possible, yeah, it's possible. You know, with determination, focus, and be ambitious in everything you do.
No steroids?
If steroids, you will be done. You will be done.
Mursik?
Yeah.
Kiasi?
No, mingi, kunywa mingi, upate nguvu.
I want to take a break, come back. This is in fact, it is a Cinderella story, and it is made in Kenya. And believe me when I tell you this story will have a happily ever after ending. Julius Yego, 26 years old, Commonwealth Africa champion javelin thrower. First time a Kenyan has ever medaled in a field event. That's Julius Yego. He's in the history books already, but he's not even stopping there. He wants to go all the way. That's right. By the way, his first Olympic, London 2012, he came 12th. This coming Olympics in Rio, watch out world, we are announcing Julius Yego as one of our own. Keep tweeting at Julius Yego, at Koinange Jeff, the hashtag aiming high. What a story, what an inspiration. Any one of you who have been told you cannot do something, this is the moment you say, yes, we can. JKL takes a break. We'll be back in a moment.